you are on the right spot. My name is MJ. I'm a nanoplasty specialist, and I'm here today to give you all the information about nanoplasty plus extensions. Is that possible to be done on the same day? That's what we're going to discuss today. But I want to welcome you to the Flora Active live. I hope you were seeing me properly. Can you see me well? Please put the thumbs up. I want to know if you are seeing me properly. If the live is happening, I need to know. Somehow, my team let me know. We've changed the equipment today to give you always the best. And I want to know from my team if the live is working or not, and if you guys can see me properly or not. Welcome to the Nanoplasty live. I'm very excited to show you today how you can achieve the perfect straightening result and do the extensions on the same day. I've been interviewing some customers. Just see here if the live is happening on Instagram. Yes, it is. Oh, perfect. You guys can see me. Now I can see the live here happening on my phone. And we're just changing the systems today to have a better result so you guys can see me properly, which is great. So I've been interviewing some customers lately to understand from them as well if they are having good results on the same day, and the result is being positive, and it's amazing. So can you guys see me properly? I've been seeing people saying it's delayed, so the live tá, eu tô torta. Tá. Okay. Nanoplasty and hair extensions. That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to SOS Flora. And this program happens every Monday and Wednesday, 12 p.m. And in this program, you're going to learn how to achieve the perfect result on nanoplasty and have the OMG effect. So welcome to SOS Flora. My name is MJ. I'm a nanoplasty specialist, and today I'm going to teach you how to achieve the perfect result on extensions when you do on the same day. Welcome everyone. We had some technical problems which happen sometimes, unfortunately, but I'm here now. and the live will be amazing. I'm very excited as well, Destiny. Very excited for this live, and I hope you guys have an amazing time with me today. So put your thumbs up if you are seeing me properly, if you can see me, so we can interact. I don't feel that I'm talking to myself, because doing live, it's not really easy. And people that don't do lives, they have no idea how hard it is to be here in front of you responding questions. So please, do some love hearts. That helps me a lot when you do that. I feel that we are having a connection somehow. So let's go to the topic, as I say, I don't want people that are watching later on feel like, oh, she took 1 hour and a half to talk about the subject. I hate when I watch lives and then I have to wait until like half an hour for them to go into the subject. That's why when I do lives, I try to be as quick as possible and getting into the subject, so you can have the lesson that you need and you can go, because I know that busy life for hair straighteners, for hairdressers that use, our product or use the normal and traditional hair straightening as well. So perfect. Let's go. Now you can see me loud and clear. Is that good? I'm too loud. Sorry, guys. It's just my Brazilian way of talking. So let's go. A lot of traditional straightenings, as keratin and the chemical straightening, as I've been repeating myself for the last few weeks, the reason why you can't do extensions on the same day is because the extensions doesn't plug into the hair. The glue doesn't stay because the hair is very, very silk and shine. So when the hair is extremely silk, or when the hair is extremely soft, the hair doesn't have enough friction to hold the extensions. And that's why the problem in the past was applying extensions on the hair that just received a straightening, a keratin, and then the customer returned a few days later saying, hey, one of two of my extensions just fell. I need to put it back. And this is a very uncomfortable position, because you've done the service, then they returned because one of two extensions fell, and they feel like, oh, and then I'm going to put it back in a different position because the other extensions, the hair already grew. And then you're going to position these extensions back near to the roots. And those other extensions that are not near to the roots will not be on the right position. Not counting the whole trouble of having to rebook someone and having to wash the hair and sometimes unplug the extensions, or sometimes remove some extensions to put it back. So it's a lot of work. But the perfect scenario is having extensions and nanoplasty. Because people that have extensions, they have curly hair, they suffer a lot. And why they suffer a lot? Because the hair from the extensions is silk and straight. And sometimes they own a natural hair are not silk and straight. So what happened when they wash the hair? The hair doesn't match. So they have their hair from the extensions curly, frizzy, and the hair from the extensions that is silk and straight. And they need to pass the straightener many times to match one hair to the other, which is a hustle. And why I'm saying that? Because I had extension in the past and my hair is quite curly. My hair is extremely curly. And because it's thin, when it grows, my normal hair, it becomes very frizzy. So I remember one day, and I used to have a lot of extensions in my hair. Now I have my own hair. This is my own hair. But I used to have a lot of extensions. And I remember one day, it was Christmas Day. And seriously, I have two kids at home. Back in the days, they were babies. So I have twins. They were babies. And I was trying to get my kids dressed, find clothes for my husband, for God's sake. And I had to get myself ready. And when I washed my hair and I looked myself in the mirror, I was like, 5 centimeters of my roots has grown, the extensions in, and then I said, I can't do anything. I have to straighten this hair. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to use this hair free. So I was dividing my hair and passing the straightener between the extensions and my hair to make my hair all look even. And once I finished, I was sweating so much that my roots started returning. That was a nightmare. seriously, I still have like the feeling, that sour taste of the feeling of having my hair uneven. And then I say, seriously, this is so annoying. So obviously, I've done the nanoplasty on top of the extensions. So then I could have some free time. But I remember this Christmas Day, I will remember for the rest of my life, the frustrating feeling I had of having my hair uneven. Have your customer gone through that? I believe so. So put the thumbs up. Let me know. I want the Instagram show me that thumbs thing. That it's so cool. Or the love heart. Let me see if Instagram. Oh, I love when it triggers this love heart. It's so cute. So have you gone through that? I've been, and I'm pretty sure your customer had too. Imagine when you have to put the extensions and they have to return later on to do the extensions because you can't do on the same day. So your problem is gone. Now you can do extensions and nanoplasty on the same day. Okay, MJ, so explain me why I can. Why on nanoplasty is different? Why nanoplasty allowed me to have on the same day of the application of the extensions? I will explain to you why. But first, I need to show you the hair strand. And this paper I've been showing almost every session, and it's so cool. So you can see clearly. See the cuticles that you have here? This allows the extension glue to stick. I'm going to show you in a better something. This. I need to find new ones, Sammy. I need to find some new of this. Yeah, we need to go to the beach to find some new one because this one is already broken. And I use that all the time. This is so cool to express and show you the difference. So see that the hair, it's similar to this. You have the cuticles, you have the scales, similar to a fish, very similar. When you do a normal and traditional hair straightening, what happens to the hair? It gets covered. All this gets covered. Can you guys give me a sticky tape? Remember that sticky tape that I asked you last time? I think it's on my drawer. And I will show you what happened to the hair when you use a traditional hair straightening product. So could you guys find it? Yeah, that one. Thank you so much, Sammy. So that's what happened to the hair when you have the traditional hair straightening. You cover the fiber. And when you cover the fiber with the proteins and all the keratins that are way too big for the hair strand, this all, I will not pass on everything, okay, just a little bit. Oops. So all this gets covered exactly the way it's showing here. So when you plug the extension in, the extension slowly starts going down because you don't have any friction. You don't have anything that holds the glue in there. I remember ages ago that my science teacher in Brazil, I was probably on the 3rd grade or something. They were trying to explain to me what is friction. I don't even know if I'm translating the word right, but you guys will understand what I mean. When you have friction in a place, it makes harder for you to push something. So for example, this cup here. If I had a bigger cup, obviously, and I push for the first time, it will get harder. But then once I push it, it becomes easier to push. So if you have, for example, a wardrobe that it's big, when you give that first push, it's harder than when you're already pushing it because you don't have that friction anymore. Once you push the object, that friction is gone. So that friction that holds the object stopped in one position, you don't have that when you pass the normal keratin on the hair because then the hair gets coated. Once the hair gets coated, the glue is applied on top of the hair that it's silk and straight. So then the extension starts slipping, especially when you brush the hair with the movement, with the friction, with the natural friction when you sleep. This glue will start slipping from the hair. Then you're going to have people complaining, saying, hey, the extension just fell. I had 2 that felt today, blah, blah, blah. So what's the difference then on nanoplasty? When you have nanoplasty done, you still have the natural friction from the hair. The hair doesn't become coated. the product penetrates the hair, doesn't stay on the surface. So it becomes still very soft, but the product is underneath, it's inside of the hair. The friction of the natural fiber is still here. So you can apply nanoplasty on the and extensions on the same day. What you need to do then, you need to wash the hair first. You're going to finalize the nanoplasty. You're going to go back to the basin and you're going to wash the hair. Am I going to apply conditioner everywhere? No. You're going to apply a reduced amount of conditioner on the roots. You're going to wash with the shampoo and you're going to apply a little bit of conditioner on the ends of the hair. So you can apply nanoplasty and do extensions on the same day. You don't need to wait. Your customer doesn't need to go home. Your customer doesn't need to have 2-3 washes before they do the nanoplasty. And I'll tell you, I'm saying this to you, not because I do extensions myself, but because I have hundreds of salons that do nanoplasty and extensions on the same day. And I've called several salons myself to ask them, if you are one of the salons that I call, please put your thumbs up here, let them know, because I've called a lot of salons that do nanoplasty and extensions on the same day to ask their feedback about it. And all of them said, amazing. It worked perfectly. I didn't have any problem to do that on the same day. So remember, when you have nanoplasty done on the hair, you don't alter the outside. The outside remain the same. That's why you still can color. That's why you still can bleach. That's why you still can add extensions on. Okay? So it's very important for you guys to understand that. And talking about that every week, it makes easier for you to realize and also to identify that. Another point that I want to raise with you, very, very important. If you haven't signed up for our masterclass that will happen on Monday, the 5th of February, please do it. It would be amazing. I'm going to explain and do a demonstration, look and learn with you. And you will be able to see the beginning, the middle, and the end. It will be very important for you. There is some concepts that I need you to understand from beginning to the end. And it's a time that we're going to spend together. I'm going to be responding your questions. So no matter where you are, and why I decided to do online. I decided to do online because then you have the possibility of watching from whenever you are. You don't need to come to a certain place. You don't need to find parking. You don't need to stop. You don't need to, leave your kids with someone else. You can have your own time. You can watch in peace. Put your earphones, grab your book, and write it down. Straight away after the nanoplasty lesson, we're gonna I'm gonna be opening for you to join the Nanoplasty Specialist course, where you're gonna have every information under the sun about nanoplasty in every hair type. So it will be amazing for you to join as well. So just remind that on the 5th of the 2nd, 6:30 p.m. we're going to be together. And if you haven't signed up yet, please send us a DM message. We're going to send you a link. It's not going to be here on Instagram. It's going to be in a private area where we're not going to have all the influences of, the normal social media. It's an on time with me and you alone. So let's go back to the subject. When you have the cuticles naturally the way it is, you can apply the extensions on top, because then you have the normal friction. Okay, it's a normal friction, and then this will glue and it will have room to move but not to fail. Okay, MJ, the nanoplasty hair course again going to be online? Yes. Destiny, why it's important to be online? I'm not going to stop the demonstrations, the live demonstrations that I do, and also the look and learn. But the online, it's where you have access to watch something and stop and watch again and stop and watch again. Because once you watch only once me doing in front of you, you will have the experience, but if you need to remember something, you need to be asking and asking and asking. And we're growing to the point that even having a support team, it's hard for us to respond to everything. So when you have an online platform where you can go, watch, and ask your questions, we're going to have people responding that to you straight away. And you also will have the time to stop and watch on your own time. Make the notes and stop and sing again. So it's a way of you remembering, the information. And also, in one live, I can explain to you one hair type. In the course, I can explain to you a lot of hair types: afro, gray hair, blonde hair, damaged hair, red, different hair types. So it's easier for you to, if you were doing a nanoplasty in your salon and you need somehow have that information straight away, you go there and you watch the video quickly just to refresh. So it's a way that I found that it's very efficient for you to record that information on you and have that access, that you can watch it whenever you need to. Okay. So please, guys, let me know if you understood how and the difference what you can do nanoplasty and straightening on the same day. Nanoplasty and extensions on the same day. It's important for you to understand that even if you don't do extensions. OMJ, I don't do extensions. I don't need to learn that. Let me jump for something that I need to. Guys, when you do straightening in your salon, you need to understand about blonde, even if you don't do blondes. You need to understand about color, even if you don't do color. You need to understand about gray, even if you don't cover gray. You need to understand about extensions, even if you don't do extensions. You know why? Because the customers that you're going to receive, they all have gone through something like that. Very rare, we're going to have customers with virgin hair. Very rare. Actually, the customers that go after the nanoplasty or after the straightening systems, they not only have virgin hair naturally, or sometimes they messed up very big time with the hair and they want to fix it with using nanoplasty. And that's why it's important for you to understand not only with extensions, not only with blonde, you need to understand a lot of different scenarios so you will be prepared for anyone that arrived in your salon. Then you're going to be able to achieve the OMG effect. The OMG effect can only be achieved if you learn how to do in every hair type. So you will be prepared. When your customer arrives, you're not going to feel like, oh, shivers, I've learned on virgin hair, but what about damaged? Oh my God, I've got a blonde damaged. Oh, and she wants extensions afterward. What should I do? So then it's important for you to understand in different scenarios, okay? Today, the scenario is nanoplasty plus extensions can be done on the same day. Yes, it can, as long as you use nanoplasty and you do finalize the hair on the right way. So my hairdressers that use my product for more than a year, they confirmed, all of them, to me that it can be done and they never had any issues. So if you are having issues, you probably are not cleaning the hair properly at the end, or you are leaving too much product during the application. You're not rinsing the hair well. You're leaving too much oils on the hair. So the extensions, it will not stick on the hair or will not sleep on the hair on nanoplasty. First of all, because the cuticles are not covered. So you're not covering the hair. See that I put a sticky tape here? So you're not covering the hair. The hair has the natural and breathable cuticles. So you still can apply the product, the glue here, and you have friction from the natural cuticles of the hair for the glue not to slip. So that's the first of all. You're not going to have the same issue because the product is not covering the fiber, not leaving the fiber coated. That's the first. And the second is you're going to wash the hair once you finish the nanoplasty, and then safely you can apply the extensions. So I hope I teach you guys something new today. I believe this information will be revolutionary for the market. I hope you understood there is possibility of doing nanoplasty and extensions on the same day on your customers, which is going to increase a lot your profit and your revenue, obviously, as you're going to do very good service on the same day. You're going to save a lot of time for your customer as well, because then they don't need to be absent from work 2 days. They don't need to leave the kids with someone else for 2 days. So you can do everything on one application. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please remember our live video will be on the 5th of the 2nd, 6:30 p.m. I'll see you on our masterclass. And once you finish here, please comment if you have experience of doing nanoplasty and extensions, because I want to hear you. And also I want to show to the others that are scared or a bit, reluctant of doing it, that it's possible to do that. Thank you so much for watching me. Thanks for being with me today with our technical problems. And I'll see you on our masterclass on Monday, 6:30 p.m. I see you guys. Bye.